As they move on the attack, it's Y formation, the pony line strong to the right. The ball this time to McKissick, hands it to Payne. Payne tries the left side, hasn't worked, his cut does. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, +2 to the 36-yard line where Joe Druzanovic sees him around the waist and rides him to the ground. He stands on his own 1-yard line. We await the snap, it's back to Cologne. His right toes in the ball, almost blocked by Etheridge. It's going down toward Payne, who takes it on the fly on his own 45. Across midfield he goes to Penn State's 45, the 40, toward the far sidelines, and is finally ridden out of bounds on the 38-yard stripe, and the Penn State end of the field by Tam Bureau.
The Big Country Athletic Hall of Fame established the Legacy Award several years ago to honor a family or siblings who left an impact on their school and community. It's hard to imagine any family leaving more of a lasting legacy on a community than the Frank Payne family of Breckenridge. It began with Frank Payne Sr., a native of Rockwall, who was a 3-year letterman in football at SMU from 1921 to 24. He was named an All-Southwest Conference guard in 1923 as he helped lead the Mustangs to their first Southwest Conference championship. After attending medical school in Memphis, Dr. Payne returned to Dallas and did his internship in Brownwood before setting up practice in Rising Star. In 1940, he moved his family to Breckenridge. When Pearl Harbor was bombed, he entered the Army in the Medical Corps and served as an executive officer of the 111th General Hospital in London. Upon returning to the States following the war, he moved to Breckenridge and almost immediately became the team physician for the Buckaroos, serving in that role from 1946 to 1975. Hundreds of Breckenridge football fans and former players will remember Dr. Payne running with the team onto the field, carrying his satchel, which was painted green with white letters that read Bucks. Dr. Payne and his wife Lucille had 4 sons, all of whom played football for the great Breckenridge teams of the 1940s and 50s and went on to success in college football as well. Frank Jr., a 3-year letterman in football at Breckenridge from 1943 to 45, serving as the Buckaroos starting quarterback as a junior. He was a starting halfback as a senior before breaking his leg in the final minutes of the season opener. Breckenridge won the district championship all 3 years. Frank Jr. then followed his father both to SMU and to become a doctor. Frank Jr. was a 4-year letterman at tailback for the Mustangs, starting as a freshman. In 1947 and 1948, however, he was the backup to some guy named Doak Walker, who won the Heisman Trophy. The Mustangs won the Southwest Conference title in both 1947 and 48, and Frank Jr. played in the Cotton Bowl on New Year's Day in both 1948 and 49. While attending medical school, he served as the backfield coach for the SMU freshman team that included such legendary names as Don McElhaney and Forrest Gregg. After medical school and serving in the Army in the office of the Surgeon General in Washington, D.C., Frank spent 40 years in private pediatric practice in Dallas. He and his wife Jane will celebrate their 67th wedding anniversary in June. The second son, Jim Payne, played on a district championship team at Breckenridge in both 1946 and 1947. The 47 team lost to Longview in the state semifinals. Jim played quarterback at Tarleton State and Cisco Junior College before a shoulder injury ended his career at SMU. He went into coaching and was the head coach at Ector High School in Odessa from 1959 to 67, compiling a record of 46, 39, and 7 with 2 district championships. He coached the North team in the Texas High School Coaches Association All-Star Game in 1966. He then moved to Corsicana, where he was 32, 17, and 4 with 3 more district titles from 1968 to 72. Jim left coaching to become a high school principal at Sanderson and Ozona before serving as superintendent of schools in Ozona from 1990 to 93. He died unexpectedly in 1998. The third son, Gerald, was a letterman on the 1954 and 55 Breckenridge teams. The 1954 team beat Abilene High 35-14, the Eagles' only loss for the next 4 years. And the Bucks went on to win the 1954 Class 3A state championship. The 1955 team was a state quarterfinalist, and Jerry was named a first-team All-State at end. Jerry then went to Oklahoma, where he was a 3-year letterman on 3 consecutive Big 8 championship teams from 1957 to 59. He earned second team All Big 8 honors and played on Sooner teams that won the 1958 and 1959 Orange Bowls. He was selected to play in the 1960 Hula Bowl All-Star Game. Like his father and older brother, Jerry became a doctor and served in the military in Vietnam from 1965 to 67. He opened his family practice in 1967 in Hereford, and from 1968 to 2003, he was the football team physician in Hereford. The youngest son, Ron Payne, was a 3-year letterman at Breckenridge from 1955 to 57 and was named to the Class 3A All-State team and to an All-American team as a senior. He was selected to play in 4 All-Star games following his senior year. In the Texas High School Coaches Association All-Star Game in 1958, he was named the Outstanding Lineman. That year, Texas put in the new 2-point conversion rule, and Ron caught a pass to score the first 2-point conversion in Texas history. He played defensive end, linebacker, and offensive end from 1959 to 61 at the University of Oklahoma. He was named the Outstanding Lineman in the All-American All-Star Game in Tucson following his senior year at OU and was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in 1962. He then played and coached for 9 years for the Calgary Stampeders in the Canadian Football League. In his first year of coaching, Calgary won the Grey Cup, the Canadian League's Super Bowl. In the early 1970s, he returned to Breckenridge, where his son played football for the Buckaroos and his daughter was a twirler for the Breckenridge Band. Has any family left any more of a legacy than the Dr. Frank Payne family of Breckenridge? This year's winner of the Legacy Award, accepting for the family, is Dr. Frank Payne Jr.